A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof.
Acting is their passion, and the play is the 1964 Broadway musical Fiddler on the Roof. For these 21 teenagers from the Brooklyn Children's Theater, the biggest challenge is to make people care about characters from another century and another culture.
I'd like to say I could try to play any kind of role because, that's an actor's job. They're meant to entertain. I think that's really the best part of it, of how, you could touch so many people that you've never met.
Set in Tsarist Russia, the play is the story of Tevye, an impoverished Jewish man. He wants to observe religious tradition and arrange marriages for his 5 daughters. But times are changing, and Tevye's plans are foiled. Nicky Ooyama is Tevye.
Mostly everything thus far has been challenging. Sort of finding a voice for him, because I'm 18 and he's much, much older than I am. And also the physicality of it, because I'm not, a hunched over older man. So it's been hard, keeping my knees bent and my arms inward.
Satara Bispham plays Hodel, Tevye's second eldest daughter, and the part connects her to her own experience.
I kind of identify with Fiddler as a whole because it's a Jewish family and I'm Seventh-day Adventist, so we observe the Sabbath as well.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Hodel in particular, I identify with her because she's struggling with her family's tradition and her love because she does marry a radical. And with me, I'm struggling because I want to be a performer and traditionally my family doesn't really want that from me.
And to get closer to their characters, the teenagers use a technique used by professional actors. It's called the hot seat.
It's important that the process doesn't just become about dance steps and notes, right? That they're really thinking about who these people are. So we do a technique which is called a hot seat, which is when one actor sits in a chair and really transforms themselves into their character, and their peers ask them questions. This allows them to develop a story for their character.
Sophia Naranjo is 13 years old. She plays Tevye's 3rd daughter, Chava.
Do you consider yourself to be closer to your mother or your father?
What do you mean? You're both like Hodel the best. Leave me alone. Father.
Okay, why? Any reason why you've been closer to your father? It's something to think about. You may not have an answer for it now. I think that's a really strong choice, actually, Sophia, because he's the one who really, disowns you in the end.
I like the choice of Fiddler on the Roof as a play that we're doing because usually the plays that we do, they're not serious and they're not, they don't have, a meaning like they do, but they don't have something that's so serious and so, intense.
If I were rich, I'd
And when these 21st century Brooklyn teenagers are transforming themselves into 19th century Russian peasants, it is a striking contrast.
So they're supposed to be hanging out in the bar, and the kids come in, and they're all jamming, and they're fist bumping. So I'm like, are we gonna tell them that they don't do that in Russia in 1890? We'll get there, but it's great because that's what they know what a bar is, right?
Fiddler on the Roof will have 3 performances at the Brooklyn Music School in Fort Greene next month. For 219 West, I am Matilda Mel.